Welcome to the Car Comparos, and today we will be comparing the Renault Kwid versus the Maruti-Suzuki Wagon R. Pricing and features. The VXI is by far the most popular variant of the Wagon R amongst its customers, which it retails at 4.28 lakh ex-showroom Delhi. For a whopping 84,000 rupees less, you can buy the RXT variant of the freshly launched Renault Kwid with a sticker price of 3.44 lakh rupees ex-showroom Delhi. With this fantastic pricing, Renault really has an opportunity to entice the compact car buyers away from the Wagon R. The Wagon R does have a couple of more features than the Kwid, but to make up for some of it, the Kwid offers top-of-the-line infotainment system. All said and done, the Wagon R is still around 75,000 rupees more expensive than the Kwid with the same feature content. Performance and drivability. The WagonR K10 engine is certainly a shade better than the Kwid. The refinement is significantly better than the Kwid's and is also remarkably free revving unit than the Kwid's. Surprisingly, Renault has managed to control the Kwid's weight like a pro. It weighs a mere 660 kg, which is lighter than the Alto or even the Nano. This has resulted in excellent performance considering its tiny 800cc of displacement. It matches the Wagon R for drivability around town and even in terms of overtaking ability in the highways. Outright acceleration of the Wagon R is a tad bit better than the Kwid's. Fuel efficiency. The Kwid has an ARAI certified mileage of 25.17 km per litre, which is 4.67 km per litre more than the Wagon R's fuel efficiency of 25.5 km per litre. In our back-to-back tests, the Kwid was consistently 2 km per litre more efficient than the Wagon R. This means additional savings of 50,000 rupees over the Wagon R given usage of 60,000 kilometers. Space and comfort. Renault has managed to package the Kwid just right. It has a spacious and airy cabin with more than adequate knee room, head room and shoulder room for 4 adults and if need be a fifth one. The Wagon R on the other hand has a narrow and tall cabin. This gives it 6 inches more headroom than what is necessary but does not leave room for a fifth passenger at the rear. Even the knee room is limited at the back. But that is not all. Renault Kwid has a boot space of 300 litres compared to a tiny little excuse of 180 litres boot space in a Wagon R. Ride quality and handling. Wagon R's dynamics are fundamentally flawed. Its excessively tall stance means that it rolls like a boat. To counter that, it needs to have stiffer springs, which destroys any possibility of a good ride quality. Its narrow tracks makes it understeer at the first hint of enthusiastic cornering. Adding to its woes is the over-assisted and lifeless steering rack, which gives absolutely no feel or feedback from the terra firma to the driver. The Kwid, on the other hand, has been turned fairly well for a car in its class. It really does have grown-up road manners, which makes it feel like a car from a segment above. Handling still is immensely better than the Wagon R. Ride quality over poor roads is quite pliant, and the 180 mm of ground clearance gives immense peace of mind while riding on bad roads. Reliability and after sales. One parameter where Renault still has a long way to go before it catches up with Maruti is reliability and after sales service. Given that Kwid has been majorly developed in India, it has a brand new unproven powertrain, and given Renault's poor track record at quality surveys like JDP in Europe, it is only fair to adopt a wait and watch policy for 6 months before putting your money down for the Kwid. Renault's claim of having 90% lower maintenance cost than the competitors is more of a necessity than an advantage. Then there's the problem of service availability, which Renault is never going to be able to match with its 200 dealers compared to Maruti's 2000. Over an ownership of 5 to 7 years, the Wagon R will definitely depreciate around 40,000 rupees less than the Kwid, but it still won't be able to match the sheer value for money for the Kwid is offering. And now for the verdict. The Kwid is better than the Wagon R.